Alright everyone, welcome to a new episode of Academy of Tone and Academy of Shred. Well, today it's a little bit of both, I guess. Welcome! How are you guys doing? I'm hoping that you are with me tonight, because in this episode I actually need you, right? Usually you're watching and you ask some questions, but today I need you to be part of this. You're part of the band, you're part of the crew today. Yeah, we have a very exciting project. So, I thought last month when it was my turn, I made the stream about the first show I played with the Amp X, and the pedal day at Music World Brilon, and all this sort of stuff, right? And that was a cool episode. Part of the episode was mainly a lot of videos that I prepared beforehand. Therefore, right, was a lot of prepared stuff, and there was not too much live content. Today we're going to do it the other way around, right? Because not the other way is bad, but because we need some little changes sometimes, don't we? So what's the plan for today? I mean, I guess we can start with it right away. So I'm gonna share my screen with you and show you how it looks on the other side of how it looks on the other side of my room. Here we go. So this is my screen. Sorry. Oh, I made it the wrong way. Let me organize it the right way. This is better, isn't it? So this is essentially how it looks here. So what do we have here? For those of you who are not familiar with Mac and digital technology and stuff, this is a DAW, a program that is used to record, edit, post-produce music. And what you can see here are two tracks, one of which is featuring the Amp 1 Mercury edition, and the other one does feature the Amp 1 Iridium edition. So we have both Amp 1s with us here right to my left. What am I going to do with those amps? Well, it's up to you guys. So my plan is to write a song that is inspired by you. So you feed me with ideas, with requests, with whatever you have in your mind, and I will try to basically convert this into a proper song. So whatever you're gonna write in the chat, I'm trying to maybe someone's making fun of it or stuff, but essentially I will try to isolate the gist of it and try to translate that musically, right? So you can ask me to have a listen to a certain song that you like, and maybe get inspired by a riff. You can ask me for, I don't know, like a style of playing, play some shred, play like John Petrucci, trying to play like Van Halen, whatever. You can ask me for a style of riff, do a galloping riff, do a fast one, do a slow one, do a breakdown, do pinch harmonics. You can ask for a certain technique, be it picking, legato, tapping, whatever. It's all up to you, right? I may not be able to get every of your ideas, but I hope that I'm going to get a big part of it, a big proportion of it, and by that, be able to create a song from what you guys have in mind. Think that sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Right? It should be a fun project, but I need your input. So that's what the chat is for, right? Let me know about your ideas. Get creative, and I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to basically, make music with that. Before we start, I need some liquids. I've seen you discussing in the chat. It's extremely hot. I'm sitting here in my studio, so I have these isolated walls. It's even hotter than in the usual, living room or wherever you are. Fans running. I have some cold beverage here, and this is the way that will make this happen tonight. So while I get a little bit hydrated, this is kind of like the hydration break at the World Cup, which everyone talked about. I get hydrated. You guys better pull out your keyboards and start writing about the ideas that you have for tonight's stream. That's really good Paulaner Spezi. Very popular drink here in Germany. Have you so someone was asking, have you some plugins from a guitar track? So right now, we start by answering this question. So right now, this is basically a very empty DAW, right? So all we have here are two tracks, and on one of these tracks, you can see actually a plugin. So the first track. This is my Amp 1 Mercury, and I put my Amp 1 Mercury into a Rockboard cabinet simulation device that is part of the pedal board that can be integrated. It's a very cool, very cool device from Rockboard. So they call it mods, right? They have these pedal boards where there is space for these mods. So we can maybe take a look at that later. And those mods have different functions. You can get one with a wireless system, and you can get some with a patch bay, and then you can get one with a cabinet impulse response loader. So that's it. This is why I don't have any plugins here, right? And on the second track, there is one plugin, because the Amp 1 Iridium, I didn't connect to such a device. So once I deactivate the plugin, this is what it sounds like. Oh, sorry, I have to make it audible. Right? I mean, great amp doesn't sound great in this situation. So this is actually how an amp sounds, right? When we talk about amps, we always talk about amps and cabinets and everything that's in between, microphone, speakers, whatever, right? So an amp doesn't sound good when it's not, going through a speaker, right? It's just half of the signal chain that we usually, refer to as the amp. So the amp is nothing without a cabinet, or in my case, an impulse response. And this is why I have this plugin. It's called Cabinetron. It's a very cool plugin. This is how it looks. It does a very simple thing. So yeah, this plugin is extremely good, has a lot of extra functions, but I think most DAWs have something like a free impulse response loader. So an impulse response is actually, what you can refer to as a digital cabinet. So, also, for example, for the Amp 1s, you do have impulse responses that come with the recording output, right? And with the Amp X, you can even put your own impulse responses and everything. So there's much flexibility with that device. So it's basically the digital foot stamp of a cabinet, right? And this is how it sounds with the impulse response. Right? So this is how it's supposed to sound. This. Right? Just the amp is just half of what we need. All right, and this is everything I have here, right? It's a very simple signal chain, and yeah, this is how it works. So anyway, while I was explaining everything, about my signal chain here, you guys did have some time to think about what you guys want to hear, right? So just let me know anything that you have in mind, and I'm trying to convert it into a song. Again, let me know a key, a style of riff, a tempo, a technique, a sound, whatever. I'm trying to make a song out of that, okay? And you can post as many ideas as you want, and the more people participate, the better it will be. So go to the chat and let me know there what you guys want to hear in the song that we're going to create. Another sip of Spezi. All right, and whilst you guys hopefully post some ideas, I'm going to go on with a little bit of guitar playing. So this is the Amp 1 Iridium in the modern channel with the boost on. Yes, I'm getting warmed up. Well, my it's actually quite warm as I told before, but fingers also have a different. I don't know what it is with fingers, but I'm this kind of guitar player who needs to be warmed up to feel comfortable. Didn't have much time today, so it's cool to just burn some licks here. Another question that we got is, are you on Windows or Mac? Well, right now I'm on Mac, and the software, the DAW that I am using, it's called Logic X. And it's Mac exclusive, so you can't reuse it when you're on a Windows computer. But the way that I use it right now is very simple. So it doesn't really require, this kind of DAW, which is, expensive and costs quite a lot. Right now I'm just tracking, and you can basically do that with Audacity. That was my first DAW, and it's working on Windows and on Mac. It's for free, and you can also get Reaper. Reaper has an unlimited amount of trial days that you can use. Would be fair if you like the software that after a certain amount of time you buy it. It's reasonably priced, but if Audacity doesn't have enough functions for you, it's quite limited, then you can try Reaper if you're on a budget. And then the professional tools are Pro Tools and Cubase and Wendo and Logic, right? And with the DAWs, I'm a Logic guy. But essentially, it's about how you use it. Some of them have certain functions that others don't, but generally, it's more about the person who uses it and the workflow you create. So, it's not the case that Pro Tools is better than Logic, or Logic is better than Cubase, or whatever. Every DAW has a different layout, but all of them are industry standard. Of those that I named, and most plugins are compatible with all of those DAWs. So this is Logic on a Mac. Cool. So it seems that you guys are still asleep and you need some time to wake up. So I'm gonna start with some riff, I guess. So I'm going for a tempo right now. Let's think about a tempo. So. Whatever tempo you have in mind, post it to the chat, and if there are more than one answers, I'm gonna go for the middle of it. So if someone says 120 and another person says 140, I'm gonna go for 130. Okay, so post the tempo that you want to have. I'm gonna go on with noodling a little bit, and then let's see if we find an answer to this quite open question. Yeah, some cool riffs and licks that we have here. Before we're going to start with it, let me quickly change the vision and show you actually a little bit about the guitar that I'm having here right now. This is the camera perspective that I need. So right now, I'm playing my Ibanez AZ guitar. This one is quite new. I just bought it, I think it was end of last year, and I really like it. It's a 6-string guitar. By the way, I also have 7-string guitars. If you want me to play 7-string stuff, that's also absolutely all right. So this is the weapon of choice that I'm using for right now's playing. Okay, so let's start. So we didn't get any tempo. We didn't get any tempo suggestions yet, so I'm going to start with something. But if somewhere in the way you have another suggestion for another tempo that you want me to try, I will certainly apply it. So let's go with, I'd say today is, well, let's try some tempos. Let's go for 140. Let's get the click on. Change the camera view again. Where are we? That's what we need. This is how it absolutely the right. That's absolutely the right tempo. So it's a very brutal tempo, and you can do some cool stuff with it. So usually, what do I do when I'm trying to write a song? Well, mostly it mostly differs. Music is art, and it's mainly influenced by inspiration and stuff. And inspiration for art can come anytime, anywhere. And yeah, so there's no formula to writing a song. It's based mostly on the way that you work, and you have to really find that out. I mean, there are a couple of methods that you can apply, but especially with electric guitar and kind of the more rock and roll stuff, it's kind of hard to really have a formula. With classical music and stuff, it's different because this kind of music does have rules, right? You're not free to do everything there. If you really stick to those classical styles. But with rock, I mean, that's the cool thing about rock and metal and stuff that I really like. You can combine it with kind of everything that you want. There are so many tunings, different styles of riffs, so many subgenres. You can combine it with orchestra, you can combine it with electronic music, and so on, right? So generally, being a very free kind of genre, rock music, is kind of hard to really define rules that will work out for everyone if you write rock music. So sometimes I'm just sitting in the car, sometimes I'm somewhere, sometimes I have a guitar in my hand, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just a melody that is in my hand, and then I'm singing it and recording on the phone and stuff. So this is basically how it works with me. Right now, this is more kind of a set scenario. So I'm 100% honest with you. I swear I don't have any ideas prepared or nothing. So sometimes I am in that situation where I really need to compose something, not because I have an initial idea, but because I'm in a situation where I need to compose something. Happens occasionally, when I'm doing jobs. So sometimes I write music for people that pay me to do so, right? So this is a different story. I can't just be inspired on the fly. But in this scenario, you really have to. It helps to be knowledgeable about music technology, music theory, and all of this stuff. Guitar theory and everything. This can help, and maybe some inspiration is born from this. So right now I'm more in this scenario. Let's go for. I'm just gonna start the metronome to feel kind of to feel the tempo. I'm going with it and see where I end. Check the rhythm, and 140 is a very cool tempo for this. So I just need to find a starting riff because I don't like it. I want to start with these kind of riffs. So this kind of idea, I have the tempo now in my hat, right? So I'm going with it. So this is kind of the basic melody. Do that, da 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 da, and so I need to make something up with this. I think that's a nice turnout. Do that, da 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 do that. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm very much liking it. So I'm just recording this, and see how that turns out. Alright, just a second. Let's record that. Let's go for this. Just this kind of melody. Alright, so this is the basic idea. It's kind of a lead guitarish idea, isn't it? Now, I feel that some kind of harmony could be nice for this. I was thinking about playing an octave higher, but it's it would be somewhere here. I don't think that the mutes come out nice on like the high B string above the 12th fret, right? So I would need to play it more openly. Sorry, I'm on 2 tracks. So it would have to be something like this. I want to have it muted. I don't really like muting in this area of the fretboard right now. So yeah, that maybe that's something for later. I can add a third, right? And this is where music theory helps. Sound like this. Let's try that. So a little bit of music theory and a little bit of trial and error. That sounded about right, didn't it? That's it. Sometimes harmonies can sound a little bit weird when you play them without the original melody, but I'm quite sure they have figured it out. So let me record them. Almost. Just the last note was wrong. Should be enough, it's not about the performance today, it's more about the composition. Yeah, so this is something that you can add to the melody at a later stage of the song, and yeah, thereby create a little bit layering, just adding tracks and stuff sometimes can feel like bright in the arrangement. Alright, guys, some of you just joined, go to the comment section, write me what you want to hear. I'm happy to move the song in another direction. We will play it by ear, whatever idea you have. If you want me now to change the tempo, to change the tuning, to try something else on that melody, to play a certain chord, wherever, give me your input. can also just name a band or a song, and if I know it, then I can make something in the style. If I don't know it, I can look it up and try to make something in the style. So whatever you want, post it in the chat, and I will take it seriously and try my best to somehow, also take your ideas into the song that I'm right now doing. Cool. So we have the lead guitars right now, but we do need some rhythm guitars as well. So I must think about a couple of chords that we could use underneath this. So I mute the harmony first, and then I'm gonna give it a couple of tries. Maybe try something unusual or no. Well, let's go. Let's go and see where we get. In the end, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4th degree of the scale. Sounds cool to me. Not sure about the stuff in the middle yet. I think this kind of I really like the E, G, B, and then the A, right? Which is the 1st degree, the 3rd degree, the 5th degree, and the 4th degree of a scale. Yeah, let's go. We'll go with that. Let's take that. So we have a double rhythm guitar, and I'll arrange that a little different now. I've seen someone post an idea, which I'm happy about. I'm gonna check this out in a minute. Romy, MQ, I see you. Just let me finish with this very quickly. Give me a minute, and you will understand what what my plan is with all of this. Let's put it somewhere here. So what we're going to do is we take this main melody that I've created, and we're going to do another extra track, and then we automize it and put some effects on it, right? So what I want to have on it is loads of reverb and delay. So Valhalla is what we need. No, we don't need this. We don't want to have the shimmer, so we're just going to go with a vintage verb, just a classic reverb, and we also want to go with some kind of delay, Valhalla delay as well. Let's see how it sounds. Almost. Yeah, this is, it's going somewhere. Get this back, and now get rid of these effects here. And very quickly, this track, we're gonna automize it, which means it increases in volume, so that we have kind of a dramatic effect here. Um, I know what we should have as well. We should have some kind of chorus, and then it's completed. So yeah, we're just gonna take the, we're gonna go for modulation, and we take the standard chorus. And yeah, and no, just the end. Let's check. Yeah, we should start a little louder, and then we're cool, and then that should be it. So right now, just summing up what I've done until now, how it sounds. The harmony was on mute, that's cool. Alright, that's cool, right? That's my best guess for right now. It's a cool idea, I really like it. Cool, so now I've gave you my word, and I hold my word. Romy MQ wrote to the chat, I really enjoy slow, atmospheric guitar work with a melancholic feel. I'm looking for something in the style of the intros from Systems of a Down, Aerials, or Lonely Day. Something along the lines of post-punk is cool too, of course, but that would be too much of a style mix. Alright, Romy, let's check out these songs that you have mentioned. I'm just checking if I'm technically capable of doing so, but I should be. So let's open up another tab of YouTube, which we will see in my screen very, very soon. Here we are, right? Here we are. So let me get back to my other screen, because I always need to look at two screens. Alright. Ariel, well, I know System of a Down. You have heard these songs before, but I'm not too familiar with those. So, Aerials, let's check that out. I can't play it for too long. If I do so, I'll get some stress with, YouTube stuff. So that was Aerials. And then the second one we had was Lonely Day by System of a Down as well. So that's...
Loneliest day of my life, such a lonely day.
Alright, I think I really understood what you're going for, and I'm trying to make it happen, and see how we can get it into the already existing idea of me. So first of all, I mean, obviously we do need a clean tone, and I'm on the Mercury, which thankfully has a clean channel as well, which you can't hear right now because it's on mute again. Here we go. Here is the clean channel. Give it some more volume. It's a little too hot. Okay, I forgot how the first idea was, so... Okay, so for clean tone, I want to have a little bit of effects in there. I can obviously get some reverb from the amp. Okay. So yeah, something like this. So in the key of E minor. So let's start out in. Well, so going to the first thought I had was going to another mode now, going to Dorian or something with the A major in that, but want to have it more darker, right? So the first song is where my mind kept, my mind kept working a little more. So it was Ariel. So let's listen to this again. Well, so I think there's a lot of open string stuff in there. This is why, essentially, this is what I was trying to do as well with what I've just tried there. The second and third note barely changes. The first one is the one that changes. So we can try to copy that idea somehow. So it should be kind of dart, right? No, but this is a nice one. The first one. It's a little different. It's a little bit higher and stuff, but the same style is that we basically have the same chord all the time. Right, so the only note that changes is the first note, the root note. Yeah, but I want to change on the last chord. Let's not get too major in the end. I really like that, from the more progressive style of music. Really like this one, right? Little different, but in the same kind of style. So let's track that one. Oh, okay, I was trying something with the B string, but it didn't work. So let's go back to the initial idea. Talk about the ending, but I want to have something like this in there. Boo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo. Okay, we go to the major seventh, right? So we have a quick modal interchange to harmonic minor. Yeah, that's a cool ending. That's a cool ending. One. Something like this. We have. What did it store it? So let's take all of this stuff, put it here. Maybe we need some bigger effects on this as well. So let's go for the vintage verb. So I think this would be cool if those rhythm guitars. So by the way, Romy, right? This is I think something that works with the song that I've started to create, and this also takes your idea, right? So yeah, for those of you who just joined, or who did forget what this was about, do it the way that Romy did it. Post your ideas into the chat. We're creating a song from scratch. There's nothing prepared but an empty DAW session with just Amp 1, Iridium, and Mercury plugged in. Post your ideas. Let me know about songs that you like, styles that you like, riffs that you like, tunings that you like, keys that you like, mode that you like, anything that comes to your mind that I can, analyze and then get inspired by and then basically, put it into the song. Go for clean sound, washed out with reverb, picking kind of thing. Damien, I have an idea about what you mean by that, but maybe if you have some example of that, that would be great, because I can just look it up and then know what know exactly what you mean. So if there's a song which features this kind of sound that you just described, I'd love to hear it, and then I can try to go with it. Okay, because that can mean a lot, if you know what I mean. It's a very general description. Whilst you do that, I'm just going to go on here. So with the rhythm guitars that we had before, I just want to make them ring out into the new part that we just went for. So. Count in. Okay, that was the ending. So I did an error with that, and then for example here with the distorted guitar we can pick up that idea and go like, and then have kind of go on from there. So I'm going to record that on the other rhythm guitar track as well. Metal is mostly fun with 2 rhythm guitar tracks, and then I will look at what Damien just described and try to make this part of the song. Right, there we go. Cool. Okay, Damien, go for a clean sound washed out with reverb, picking kind of thing. And delay like crap, of course. Use the verb till as a drone. Yeah, so again, Damien, if you have an example of a song where this was used, that would be great. Because right now I can create a clean sound and put lots of reverb and delay on stuff on there, but I don't really know what there's this very specific sound that you have in your mind, and I want to nail that very sound. I want to nail what you want, and not just go for a sound with lots of reverb. Do you mean that kind of like slapback reverb? So I play a note and we have instant this kind of thing. Is that what you mean? I can try to get that, but I must be sure of what you mean. We'll get that, Damien. If you if you give it one more try, or just find a video or a song where that is used, I would go for it. While Damien is doing that, everyone else, you are invited to post your ideas into the chat as well, right? So I can make a song out of it, So I need more hydration. It's still very, very hot in Germany. Oh my god, that is so good. Cold Paulaner Spezi. One of the best beverages you can get. Okay, so let's see what we have until here. Don't want to have the click in here for just listening. So this is gonna shut my camera off for a second so we can just focus on the song. Cool. So this is where we are right now. Very, very cool ideas that we have. For example, the idea that came from Romy, I wouldn't have done that if it was just my song, right? And everyone's different, has different taste in the music and everything. So it's very cool to see how that turns out. You know, if it was me, I wouldn't go down. I would have likely, you know, increased the pace. Well, let me turn on the guitar again. We've gone for something speedy, but it doesn't matter what else we've gone for, because that was another's idea. All right, Damien didn't get back to me. I'm trying to, you know, nail. I'm trying to get the sound that he went for. I'm not quite sure, but let's see what I'll find. So Damien said a washed out delay sound, reverb sound, and then a picking kind of thing. So what I associate with this would be a slapback kind of delay, right? That makes me play a note or two, and then we have a lot of repetition. So it sounds like I would have, you know, basically a tremolo pick those notes and played those very fast. And once I've played a couple of notes, it all becomes one mess. I mean, in a good way. So let's see if I can get that. If I had the amp X right now, well, I have it right here. I know that Thomas can do such a thing. We did kind of a violent video that you will get to see very, very soon. But right now I'm here with my computer, so maybe my computer can help me as well. What we're going for? We just go for the delay. We're going for the delay designer of no. I don't like this one. Don't like the interface of this one. Let's go for the tape delay maybe. Yeah, that looks better to use. So we want to have well, that like kind of preset ultra dub. What is that ultra dub? Oh, again, I forgot to press the holy button. Okay, we have the flutter intensity, which is quite high. We don't have a flutter, I guess. Yeah, that's okay. So maybe that goes into the direction that you have. That's not what we want. Yeah, that's okay. The time should be okay. Let's go for a faster one, maybe. Faster speed. Let's increase the wet sound. Yeah. Not. I mean, it sounds alright. It's not quite there. Yeah, so I as I'm not, you know, the kind of extra, you know, it takes me a while to understand those things. So maybe we can make something with a distorted guitar now. that doesn't really work. It's likely not what you had in mind, but yeah, maybe it's leading to somewhere interesting, I'd say. Yeah, so slow. No, that's too fast. Sounds almost like the 16th note was a of this one. Let's see, maybe let me quickly try another reverb, the delay plugin, and see if I get better results with another plugin. Start presets. No, it's all single repetitions. No, so the 16th note feeling was nice, to be honest. Let's have quite some wet in here. That's not really what we want. We want to have more repetitions, don't we? We have a lot of repetitions, and we need a plugin that can do that. And Valhalla delay. Maybe Valhalla will help us out again. Yeah, so milliseconds. 115 was that, and that was a good kind of. Right. No, this is all the mod and stuff. So let's see. No. So the first one was the best one, even though it's likely not where not 100% where we want to get. So I would just move these ideas forward then, you know, and make it a chord progression then, and see where I land with it. So much feedback makes everything so weird. Yeah. So let's see. Let's try that and see where we land with it. Maybe it'll lead us somewhere. Okay. We're not gonna go with the clean sound, even though that was requested. But yeah, I didn't feel that this was matching the skill level that I had and everything. So it's more my fault. All right. So here we go. Quite sure what I play, but I'll find a way. So the first one was alright. So I'm gonna go for another second run. That one should be alright. And let's see. You know, with the reverb and with some reverb on top of it, we should get somewhere with this. Yeah, it should be a little less volume. And let's see, Damien, thanks for the comment, but we didn't find a link or a song though. So please deliver that as well, and then we can take a look at it and see if I get anywhere close or if I'm completely off. All right. So let's put some rhythm guitars underneath that and use this as kind of a counterpart or melody or whatever you want to like. Wrong track. I don't want to have reverb on the Chug guitars. What's the rhythm like? I need the 7 string for this. I want to have some serious chugs. I need to go down. And the 6 string can only go to the low E. Well, we want to go lower. But that's not an issue because what we have here is this guitar, which is a 7 string. So we can go slightly lower. First 2, 3 strings anyway. Okay. All right, guys. If you have new, fresh ideas, keep them posted. All right, let's try something out. Yeah, and Damien, by the way, I still want to get and check your idea, but you didn't post a video yet, or didn't name a song yet. So, yeah, we need a song name or a video link or something like this to be able to check on that. And once you do that, or yeah, anyone else is looking for ideas, I'm just gonna record some rhythm guitars underneath. That was the wrong key. Right, so that's cool for the first run, and then we can go for the more open sound. Didn't use it in a while, so it's not holding tune very well right now. Something like this. Yeah, something like this underneath, and then again I need to double it. So let's hope I remember the chords I just played. So yeah, my dexterity did have a slight mess up here as well. So, but yeah, technology can fix that. So what was the part again? Yeah, something like this. That's something that happens all the time when I write music, right? Then sometimes I forget like some details of what I've did just a moment before, especially with those rhythms, right? Okay, I did the. Yeah, I went to the fifth there. Yeah, okay, cool. Now, here we are. I'd say that now, again, we take another listen to what I've created here until now. And by the way, guys, again, for those of you who just joined or who didn't pay attention in the beginning or whatever, I'm writing a song here, and it is fed by your ideas. Some I understood, some I misunderstood, likely. Right, and doesn't really matter. Whatever comes out, that is it, right? So there's no right or wrong. You tell me something. If you have a song, a band, a key, a style of riff, a tempo, whatever, just post it to the chat, and I will try to include that into the song in the way that I interpret and understand it. All right, that's the goal of today's session. So, and I hide my face once again so we can just focus on the music here. That is what we have until now. Right, this is how it sounds until here. It's a very interesting mix of different ideas. Obviously, I'm the one who's playing it, right? So it has my signature, It still sounds a little bit like me when I'm hearing it right now, but there are certainly developments and stuff that I wouldn't do if it was solely my song. So again, if you have some idea, just post it to the chat and we'll try it. Thomas, I know that you're watching. Thanks for the comment. Thomas, maybe you have an idea. I'm not going to be Hendrix right now, so don't tell me. Don't tell me to play Hendrix's stuff. But maybe you have an idea that we can include into this. All right, that's a very cool comment. Can you integrate alle meine Entchen in your song? Oh, first of all, let's let me show you myself again. Alle meine Entchen. So for those of you who don't know, I guess it's a universal song. So that's kind of the first song that you learn in the kindergarten in Germany. Oh, sorry, no sound, known common. Yeah, so this is going to be the recording track. Let me put it down here. Oh no, that was wrong. I want to copy it and then put it here and make this the rec track. Okay. Right, so there are a couple of ways we can go about it. I need to listen to the song in order to imagine ways that we could go about it. Make it a minor version. That's a compromise here, right? So major, we could go in E minor, so we could go to G major. In theory, it would be musically okay. We could make it with a pick, like, tremolo pick and stuff. So it would kind of be, be all right. But I'm not gonna do that. I want to make it cool. So let's prepare a breakdown here. Yeah, so we'll make a key change, all right? As we are on the 7th string already, we're going to go to B minor, and we must have some, some kind of transition between. So just a minute. So there's the transition. Alle meine Entchen is still to come. Okay, here we are. So that's only the transition. First guitar fit. Second guitar is gonna come right now. Second guitar fit. One, two. In the beginning, I have to play faster, right? Because the iconic movement of that melody is da 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 da. So you have basically just a scale, right? Diatonic major scale, and then it's just going straight there quite quickly. So if I want to make a kind of a breakdown feeling, halftime feeling. Can't do that in the beginning because then the theme is not getting clear. So we got. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for some, tremolo picking. I just leave it with just single strokes, no tremolo picking. All right. C. Didn't have the pinch there. So let's go take it from here. The end was. Let me take a listen again. Da, da, da. Yeah. All right. So I have ideas about how to develop this theme further, but we'll leave it with one run of Allgemeine Entchen. So let's just check half, like the last couple of bars here. So here we go. Take it from that's a very nice move here. So, you know, minor ducks. That's a nice one. All right. Seitenschuft. I admit I don't feel the time signature, whether it's 4 or 7/4 notes. So the time signature, it's very simple. It's all 4/4 until right now. If you want me to play another time signature, surprise, you can just tell me and I will make it happen. But this is all 4/4. When I'm playing, I don't really think about time signatures, especially not in 4/4. It's all obvious. And this is what I feel with many metal guitar players. Like, the main thing is that you have to develop a feeling where the bar starts and where the bar ends. And in between that, you just need to kind of try to lock in with a click, and this is why all the metal guys, we really like playing on a click, because we want to be tight and create this wall of sound. And what happens in between there's mostly no conscious decision there. It's mostly just feeling and intuition. So basically, what can help with getting more, getting more trained with that is to go very, very basic and take it from scratch, and then get aware of all the rhythmical of all the rhythms there are. So click, this is a 40 BPM fourth click, right? So these are fourth notes. Double the speed would be eighth notes. Now double the speed with the 16th notes. Right, and so forth. And obviously, you also have triplets and stuff, and other rhythmical groups that you should also try out and get knowledgeable with it. But this is mainly the way to go about it. Try to create awareness for all note types there are rhythmically, and then don't overthink it when you're playing, when you're hearing stuff. Just try to feel it. Helps to slightly understand what note values those might be, but I wouldn't overthink that. I don't know that many people do that when they're playing. It's a very metal guitar. I mean, technically, most guitar players are very, very aware of what they do in terms of I play alternate picking and economy picking and whatnot. But with rhythmically, there are a lot of guitar players that are great and they can't even tell the difference what triplets and straight notes are. So that is something that is no problem as long as you kind of find a way to feel and thereby perform it intuitively. Yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, triplets. In the case we've never heard of it, the 1 2 3. The 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Don't mistake it by metal guys who are thinking that these groups of 3 are triplets, and that's not the case. It's like these straight plate notes, but with this 3 groups of 3, but without breaks, like in these galloping riffs. Triplets, and then groups of 3. Stuff like this. For example, these groups of 3, right, that many refer to as the galloping. What is that technically? So we have 2 fast notes. It's that speed. So just learned that those are 16th notes, and then we have a slower note. Right. So if we'd have the metronome. Be, for example, a combination of 16th and 8th notes. So 2 16ths, 1/8 note, right? Sorry, I'm very old school blue player. No metal guy. I think your melody in the beginning shifts the 1. Well, no need to be sorry. Just because you raised that point. I just wanted to explain you how I feel about that and bits of pieces. No way. I can't play the blues. I can't even pretend very well to play the blues. So everyone has different taste in music and genres and stuff you play and practices, right? So we can only learn from each other, and I'm very grateful that you're here and take part in this. All right. It would definitely fit if you incorporate the singing voice from Oasis Wonderwall somewhere. Oh wow, that's a weird request. Can we make that? What speed is Wonderwall? Oh wow. Okay, that that would take some time. So Wonderwall BPM, that has a tempo of 87 beats per minute, and we are at 140. So not even close. So I would now need to download that song and isolate the voice, and then time stretch it to be perfect in time, and that would take some time. It's absolutely possible. People do it all the time, but it would take so much time. So I'm very sorry, but I have to turn this one down. That's the one that I'm not going to try, all right, due to timing reasons, because we'll also end at some point with this. So I'd say that there's now some guitar solo time, isn't it? After this. Actually, I mean, also that's a cool end, bada-bum, bada-bum, poof. You know what? Maybe we should do some drums, just to get a feeling for it, how it would sound. I mean, we can also do bass and stuff, but I think a cool last move would be to have some drums with it, right? And then that is the ending. Alle meine Entchen, for those of you who are from Germany, Austria, German-speaking territory, right? As in the minor version, as a 7-string breakdown in the end. Yeah, so we can try to find some drums that would be cool. Yeah, so let's make the drums stored here. We can also hire a session player from Logic. You know, usually it's not quite thinking the way that I think, but we can try it out. Well, it's about trying it out anyway. So let's go for the hard rock session drummer and see what he has to say here. You know, he analyzes the tracks that we have, but honestly, I don't want a session drummer here yet. I want the drummer to start here. Oh, what did I do wrong? Yeah, it takes some time. Oh wow, it is so not what I had in mind. You know, may have been a bad idea to. No. Okay, we're not gonna go with the session drummer of Logic. No. We're gonna do the drums ourselves. Maybe you also have ideas for the drums, you know. So let's make a quick run on this one and see what we can come up with in a couple of minutes. So we'll go for instrument. No, when I have the stock drummer. Yeah, sorry, here it is. And then we'll store it by something. And you know, this is the amount of work that, like, if I prepare some of these videos, you know, that's the amount of work that goes into it. Every drum stroke and everything I have to then program. You know, AI will likely take that. Puta. Yeah, so that's more of a slow. So this will work of a half beat. So I hear very slow drums on this point. That's a double bass in the end. Oh no. Don't want to have that. Alright, here we go. No, so that's too slow. It's double time. Early. Yeah, crash left. How does it? Oh, it's half time it again. Let's see. I think I'm more with this version. So that's all right. And maybe we can increase the tempo towards the end, right? And then we have some more. Yeah, I would take that. All right, and then we hear one last heavy hit on the crash and a kick. a ticking clock. You know, some kind of closed foot hi-hat. Let's see, what up? Where we have the hi-hat foot close. Yeah, that's the one that we need. All right. Well, that's too fast, I guess. Yeah, let's do like this, halftime-ish again. Let's see if we need some changes somewhere. If you have ideas for the drums, you know, you're welcome to post those into the chat, and I'm happy to try everything out. No guarantee that I will nail your idea, but guarantee that it will be fun to try. Even that's too fast, isn't it? So how about and here we can go again. So that, so like this. That's too. No, let's see. Let's try an error right now. That one. Okay, here's the error. Here it is. Alright, here we need some double bass. Now that one may take a little. Tut. Nope. Maybe that's run. Yeah, okay, so that is the bass drum pattern that we need. And some crash. Obviously, we could go more crazy with the drums, but I'm just going to do some standard drums to underlie it. If you have any ideas for fills and use of different cymbals or whatever, chat. That's what it's there for. Your ideas are heard by me. If you have any ideas for the drums, post them in the chat, and I'm trying to make them happen. Yeah, that should be all right. So once you have the rhythm down, it's going quite quick with these. Yeah, so we can go for some straight bass here. took it down. Yeah, that was the same in the end. And then you can, you know, go on to change the cymbals. Maybe that will create a cool effect here as well. Yeah, and then we'll go with this one as well. Oh, and maybe here we can go from the crash as the main hi-hat open, up. Come on, program. That sounds right. Okay. Cool. And then we're almost done. Alright. And again, we'll keep that simple unless you guys have ideas for this. Yeah, and that should be it. Okay. And some crashes on the hits. Next one, next one. Yeah. Okay, so here we're going to keep it simple because, guys, it's going late, and unless you don't have ideas that that you want to have here, that want to hear here, right? I'm just going with what I have in mind. So yeah, I want to have this breakdown kind of, you know what I mean? We can. Yeah, so if I now, you know, trying to be exactly on the rhythm, that'll be a lot of work to do. Really like it when breakdowns, the drums are very straight and slow. It sounds very epic, very, very cool. Oh, God. We're gonna go with the flow. Ba-da-bum. Yeah, and here we just go simple mode again. Yeah, almost done. Big. Ba-da-ba. No. We leave it low and heavy with a big tom stroke. Great. All right, guys. We are approaching the end of this live stream, so yeah, I'm shout out to those ones who participated. That was an experiment to see if you guys are down for stuff like this. So everyone, thank you for everyone who came out to join us on this project, on this experiment. Thanks for all the input. I think some of the ideas I nailed. I made a cool stuff out of it. Some of the ideas of you I didn't really understand, so I was left a little bit with my interpretation of it. But I think the end result is kind of cool, right? So this is what guitar playing and everything is about: having fun, making community projects and stuff like this. So this is a very, very cool thing. I've enjoyed it, and those of you who participated or who silently watched also hopefully enjoyed it, right? So cool project. Maybe we'll try it out someday again, maybe with Thomas or whatever, and then see what will happen. I'm gonna say goodbye right now because I will give you a last listen to the song, and then I will play one of my clips that I have produced before, so that you also leave everything, leave the stream with a polished impression of the BluGuitar Amp 1 Iridium. Obviously, the whole song was recorded with the Iridium because that was what I felt like, and no one commented for the Mercury, so this is what we went with. And yeah, that's everything I had to say about it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next month, and until then, stay happy, stay BluGuitar, have fun, life is good, make it better. And yeah, props to all of you.